All right, so I figured if I'm gonna do this, I'll do it right. And I'll show you the process of welding up the billet. So again, this is for a CuMai custom order. CuMai, once again, is derived from Sanmai, 5 layers, typically 5 layers of steel, forge welded together, alternating layers of things like 15 and 20 and a high carbon steel like 1095 or 1084, something like that. Today we're doing CuMai, so CU stands for copper. And that is so it's 5 layers. It's 3 layers of 1095, 2 layers of copper. This is how they're stacked up. So I have 1 layer of 1095, a layer of copper, a 1095 core, a layer. Oh, I don't think I'm showing you. So 1095 copper, 1095 core, copper, 1095. These all get stacked up. We want to weld the bead around the entire outside edge to prevent any oxidizing from happening, and also so that the copper doesn't leak out during the forging process. Folks, I'm new to content making, so if you have any suggestions for me or anything that you want to see, or if you think I'm just boring, feel free to let me know. Something I love doing, making knives. I've been doing it for about a year now, and super passionate about it. Learn new things every day. I absolutely love it. So I figured I would create some content, kind of show you guys how things are done, give you some of the processes and procedures and whatnot, and that's about it. So here we go. I'm gonna forge this up. When I started running this welder, it runs off of 120, but when I plug it into any of my outlets outside, they're all what's the name? They are all outside sockets, so they have I can't think of the name of it right now. GFCD, something. I can't think of the name of it, I'm sorry. But basically they're circuit protectors for outside, for weather and whatnot. So when I run this off of anything outside here, it trips my breakers. So I got out my my generator, and I just plug it into the generator. Seems to be pretty decent, so here we go. Definitely don't want to forget my welding gloves. I'd rather not be throwing sparks all over my hands. Just using a flux core welder. A lot of people like to use MIG, get really nice clean welds, but this is what I had, so this is what I use. tip. Build up on the tip, so it's preventing the wire from coming through. I'm also not the world's greatest welder, so part of my crude welding skills but it gets the job done. It holds together, and I don't typically get any leak out. Also, you don't typically get any delaminations when I'm grinding out a knife. It definitely helps to have power running through your steel. I don't know how many times I've done that. Tip. Give me 1 second. That, folks. I knew that was going to happen today, so luckily I went out and bought some new tips, but I forgot they were inside. Tightening these tips. Well, they have a little spot on them, so you can take some pliers or something to them, tighten them up real good, but I don't know that that's really necessary. Let me know in the comments. feel that that's something that's necessary. I appreciate any kind of tips and tricks that I can get. And if you do like my content, please like and subscribe. Love to get some followers on YouTube. I'll do my best to make as much content as I can. And good stuff will be coming soon with actual knife making procedures. Welding rod gets stuck to the billet, it will overload my generator. So I got to turn it off, let it reset, and restart it. So reload light is off, we're good to go. Did it again. If you saw me kick up my foot there, it's because a nice hot little piece of steel fell on my toe. Which is always a blast. One thing about welding up this copper is it likes to splatter. So if there's any little exposed pieces of copper, it just jumps out all over the place. And I should probably be wearing boots instead of these shoes, but what are you going to do? So far. couple of spots I might go over again. I'm not sure how good this will focus, but not terrible for a newbie using flux core. All those little bubbles you just see everywhere just splatter, but that's what it looks like. Got a weld up billet number 2 and I'll get going. Thanks for watching, folks.